Hi, and welcome to my very awkward intro. My name is Susan/Bambi, and this is Bambi's Rambles. How are we, friends? Are we good? That's good. And if you're not okay, that's okay too. Now, I just want to let you guys know one thing before I start. My tan is horrendous. I used a new tan, and I was going to review it, but I'm just going to give it 0 out of fucking 12 stars. Minus 45 stars for that. So I guess when all the trolls and haters and cult members come here and start yelling and screaming at me, there's one thing you can make fun of me for, so that's cool. Anyway, in today's video, I actually want to talk about, I will briefly touch on the Dad Challenge podcast, but my main concern here is his subscribers. And what I have been witnessing the past week on these YouTube streets. Now, I feel as though everyone has their opinion and they're not going to change their opinion on the idea of children on the internet. I'm not here to change your mind on that. I will make another video about that, another one again, in regards to how we can talk about the common sense aspect of the fight to get children off the internet, and we can look at proper avenues to take and conversations to have, because I think Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast he's a circus. He is a circus. He might have some, intellectual points here and there, but I highly doubt that they are the main focus of his appeal, the main focus of his charisma, the main focus of his channel. I have watched a few videos of his and they gave me a migraine, so I walked away. But because people in this community are not watching actual videos and then having discussions on them, which we will talk about, I have decided to sit down for the next couple of weeks and watch all of his content. And everyone, please like this video to give me the strength to get through them. Now, the main focus of this, the meat and potatoes, so to speak, of this video is actually in regards to Britney Rose. Britney Rose is a motherhood haul decor channel, something I would never watch in a million years, because I don't know, I go on YouTube to escape my everyday life, which is decorating and and going grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning and buying things for my kids and organizing, all that sort of stuff. That is the last thing in the world that I would want to do, is to go on YouTube and watch that. But I am not hating. You do you, my love. I will link her down below so you guys can check out her channel if that's your vibe. But I am very disappointed in the content she decided to make and try and dip her toes into YouTube drama territory, because she did it in such a way that just showed absolute ignorance and pure, if I'm honest, stupidity. I might be sounding a little bit harsh than usual, because I do have a bias in this, but it's just a lot of things that I see in a multitude of communities lately. The anti-Katie Joy community, communities that have people in the community that have gone up against me without facts, without watching a video, without knowing what they're talking about. And it so happens that I have my penny pants on and my Adidas jumper, and Britney Rose is on the chopping block today, because her and her friend Josh and the rest of the crew, instead of having any sort of intellectual conversation or any rebuttal towards anything that Not Another Housewife Marissa put in her video, they decided to spew and spread lies without even watching the video. The Dad Challenge podcast said he didn't watch the video because her voice gives him rabies, which means that he must have watched some portion of the video. So I I don't know how he could have any impact or opinion or anything like that. Oh, how he could have any opinion on said video if he didn't even watch the video, first of all. Second of all, how are you going to run around getting lawsuit money together from your mindless followers and not understand that you need to kind of watch the video to understand what you're suing about? Nothing in that video was slanderous. I say that with or without my bias. I don't think it was slanderous at all. There's been videos made about me and I don't think they're biased. I mean, I don't think they're slanderous. Until we reach a level where there's lies, flat out lies that are being said. She didn't make any flat out lies about you. What lies were there? She never called you a P word. She called you creepy. And the clip in question is you, Josh, were showing your 18-year-old son, Danielle Cohn's Instagram, who you said at the time was 13, and getting his thoughts. Now, I know that you said in a comment that your son is someone of intellect and could have a, you know, good conversation and provide insight. I'm not entirely sure where he provided any insight, apart from the fact that he was extremely uncomfortable because he couldn't get around the idea that she was only a 13-year-old. Now, in that clip there, you didn't make any points. And if someone perceives those as points, that's silly. Because you didn't do anything apart from exploit this girl further. Do you realize that? You went to another platform with another audience, exploiting her further and exploiting her again by showing your son. 18, 45, 13. Doesn't matter. There was exploitation of that child there. Okay? You're not making it better. Now, I have so many other opinions on Josh in regards to the videos I have seen. I am completely with him 125,000%. Like, I mean that with every fiber of my being in regards to fathering autism. I agree with him 125%. I watched those videos that he did do on them. Again, I've only watched a handful of videos and they were some of the videos I watched. I think I watched 2 videos of that. But we'll go on to other things where I don't agree with him. Sex workers should not have children. That makes them selfish. What a disgusting argument to make. That is so ignorant. That is so trashy. That is just, I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it. And I don't understand how you can have women supporting you when we're all about women's rights, what women should and shouldn't do, and, you know, and support women in their journey on whatever they want to do, including valid work, which is sex work. OnlyFans, sex work, whatever it is that they're doing, that is valid work. And you're sitting on your platform saying they are selfish for having children. You don't think that these children down the road, they might be affected by their mother's choice of employment? Quite possibly. But they might also be affected by the things that you run around and say about their family. I've said this before in other videos and no one really picked up on it. And that's completely fine. We can all run around with our blinders on. But yeah, back to Britney Rose. Okay, Britney Rose decided to put up a video spreading the word yet again about how Marissa said X, Y, and Z in her video, provided a timestamp, and that is not what Marissa said in the slightest. That is a lie, and it's spreading false information. Maybe you should stick back to going to Costco because you didn't put out any information there, right? And when people were explaining to you that, no, you've got it wrong, you blocked and deleted them. And I have the proof. I'll put them in here. Because one of the people that you blocked is a very intelligent woman, and she is in a lot of comment sections, and she's giving a lot of advice. She does view a lot of this, you know, there needs to be children labor laws and all these other different really smart ways to look at this. This is a new can of worms, and we're trying to find the right way to do it. And she is on board with that. Okay? But I think a lot of us, well, I hope a lot of us have the same opinions, that we all want the right thing for children on the internet. We all want safety. We all want these things put together. But at the same time, how is bashing on mothers, and saying douche mama the day doing that? You're not doing that. You're not doing that. That is ridiculous. You're just... Oh, and then women go and sit in there. Oh, mothers should stick together. Mothers should stick together. Really? You guys are out here bashing mothers 24/7. This lash is no bueno today. No bueno for me. So she went on to make this video. Basically, Josh was right up her rear end. Talking, you know, she's going to do big things, and you know, shout her out and get her on board, and you know, another woman to wrestle onto his team. He's got Radiant Britt, he's got CC Suarez, and now we're over here with Britney Rose, right? Got them all. You know what I mean? But once people started calling her out on the fact that she is lying and she's made an absolute fool of herself, and maybe she shouldn't go into drama content because there is research and receipts and things that needs to happen. Maybe she just needs to be a tea channel like Angelica Oles. She deleted her video, which is fine. Delete your video. Delete your video. But to go on and have 3,000 or something views, and then not put a statement out correcting yourself, not putting a statement out retracting what you have said, then to go on Marissa's community page, which I will put on the screen somewhere here and you guys can pause to read, and say that you watched the video and you agreed with majority of what Marissa said, and you wouldn't take the bait even if Josh tried to give it to you, and you're not going to do this content anymore because you don't want this information, you don't want this attention. Okay, fair. But you need to go back on your channel where you spread that information back on your channel and correct it, because you were wrong. You spread false information. And Josh didn't care about that, did he? He let you spread your false information, didn't he? Because it fits his narrative. But I'm just wondering why it's completely okay for you, in Josh's eyes, to have your children in your videos, driving with your children in the back seat, having your children in your thumbnail, on your intro, on your videos is your children, and that's okay. The hypocrisy within this movement, this community, is just horrendous. It is horrendous, and it is quite frankly embarrassing. Now, I am not going to get into a couple of the screenshots and things that I have seen from certain groups, so on and so forth, that Dad Challenge podcast runs. I'm not going to get into that. Oh, that's for another video. That's for, you know, make sure you subscribe, because I will be going further into this. But I just wanted to make this video, make it clear that Britney Rose, you made a fool out of yourself. And Josh, you're a joke. You're a joke. Because I don't understand how anyone can watch Marissa's video and not see all of the angles that are wrong here. I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know, it's okay for disabled children to be on the internet, but it's not okay for this person to be on the internet, according to Radiant Britt. It's okay for, if someone's going to go to bat for me, for them to have their kids on the internet. But if they're not going to go for bat for me, I'm going to follow them, dox them, abuse them, berate them with myself and my cult members until they take their children off the internet. Does that make any sense to anybody? Because where are we keeping the same energy here? Because I don't think we're doing that in the slightest. It makes no sense to me. I'm utterly confused. I don't think that these parents are going out of their way to exploit their children. There are problems with certain creators, and I'm not debating that. Shani, for Christ, she shouldn't even have custody of her children. She shouldn't even have children. She is a disgusting human being in the way she treats her children. 8 passengers, get those dang kids off the internet and get that mother into some sort of hospital because she needs some help, you know. But we look at these ones that aren't problematic, that like have their kids here, there, and everywhere throughout their channel. What is the freaking problem with that? Now, don't tell me that pedophiles are out here doing that, because let me tell you something, friends. Let me tell you something. Pedophiles are everywhere. When you say yes to your kids being on their school's website from the swimming carnival, pedophiles are there. You say yes to your child being in some photographs for entertainment or event, whatever, on websites for shopping centers and malls and things like that, pedophiles are there. When you go to the supermarket and your kids are around with you, pedophiles are there. Pedophiles are everywhere. Pedophiles, the majority of pedophiles that get the things off the internet is Facebook and Instagram, when these just blasé normal mothers are showing photos of their children on the internet. It is everywhere. It is everywhere. And I don't think that the way that you people are carrying on gives your movement any fucking anything. Anything. It doesn't give it any fucking substance. It doesn't give it any reason for us to jump on board with this, because it makes no sense and you're a bunch of hypocrites. You are literally, again, I'm trying not to be biased, but I am biased here because I was disgusted with Josh's fan base, you guys, subscribers of Josh. I was disgusted. Now, Marissa was having a baby. She was going in to have a cesarean. And you guys went fucking tooth and nail in her comment section, dragging her children, dragging her family, dragging her as a mother, as a woman, as all of these things. What do you think your children will say about you if they ever saw that? The same hands that you wrote that shit out with, the same head that you think is thinking correctly when you wrote all that shit out, is the same hands that look after and raise these children. Are you raising your children to go abuse people and belittle people and be nasty to people and make fun of people, make fun of people's bodies, make fun of people's appearances, making fun of people's anything and everything to prove your point? Yeah, you protected your kids by not putting them on the internet, that's for damn sure. But what sort of role model are you by the way you're behaving? And then Radiant, Britt, and Josh Dad Challenge podcast are saying, go do research, go do research. Where's your research? Someone link me. I want to watch it all because I want the same thing as you guys do. I want children to be protected in every aspect possible. Children should not be exploited by their families or by strangers or by anybody. But you people are not helping. So don't question my intellect, because I can see your intellect. I can see how you are. I can see how you talk. I can see how you act. And I can see it in places where you don't think I can see it. There are screenshots, there's things everywhere of how you people talk about mummy vloggers, talk about other content creators, and talk about each other. Now, if that's the message you want to take and the road you want to run down, Josh, if you want politicians or anybody to actually take you seriously on any platform, on any public speaking event, they're going to take 5 seconds through your YouTube channel. I was discussing this with one of my mods. They would take 5 seconds to go through your YouTube channel and see that you are a joke. You are a cult leader, you are out for money, and you are a joke. And you are fooling all of these women. And I'm ready for the dislikes, friends. But let me tell you something. The people like you that behave the way you do on the internet, I, quite frankly, don't value your opinion. Because you've shown who you are. You've shown how you behave. Mocking the body of an Instagram influencer that no longer has their child on the internet. What's that about? Why are we body shaming? So we're sex work shaming, we're body shaming, we're mother shaming. And you'll act like you're some righteous white knight fighters with like feminist goals and all this crap. It's a load of garbage. It's a load of garbage. And I'm happy to talk more on Josh in another video. I just wanted to rant this out because Marissa's not upset about anything anyone said to her. She's not like that. She doesn't get bothered because, she's like me. She doesn't care about the opinion of people like you, right? With no logic. Just a bunch of hypocrites running around yelling at everybody. But in saying that, it bothers me that you guys want to act all high and mighty and all this sort of stuff, and this Britney chick is put on a pedestal when she's literally doing everything that Josh is claiming that he doesn't want these mummy vloggers to do. I don't know. Then she runs and hides and deletes her video. Doesn't think we're going to talk on it. You wanted the views, you want the attention, but you gave out wrong information and you haven't corrected it on your channel. That's what I'm going to say on that. But I don't like how people treated Marissa and her family in regards to her comment section. I thought that was disgusting. And I think that it just shows that you're all a bunch of fools. You're all a bunch of fools. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, I am going to talk more about this topic. I really am. I will link Britney Rose down below. Because if people want to go watch her, go watch her. I'm not that. That's fine. I will also link Marissa down below. Not another housewife. I will link her her Dad Challenge podcast video, and you guys can go see for yourself the way that 90% of you acted in that comment section. That was disgusting. It was disgusting, and I had literally. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I really hope that Josh is getting really, really rich off his GoFundMe. And the fact that he doesn't want to talk about children or show children in his video, so on and so forth, when he literally showed two children in the video. I watched it like a day ago. I haven't even watched so many of his videos and I'm already seeing that. Him going after H's new family by doxing them and following them. No one's got a problem with that. Going after people's businesses. If you want them off the internet and want their children off the internet, let them have their business so they can support their children. Do you care about the kids if you're going to go take money out of their family's pocket with their business? What is wrong with you people? And oh mate, I could go on for days. I could honestly go on for days, but I won't do that because I have a ribeye roast in the oven with roast vegetables and I really want to go eat that. I need to get that out the oven and go feed my children. So I'm going to go do that. But there are so many things I could just talk about with this man. He's just, he's a cult leader. He is a cult leader. There is a reason why he is no longer a priest or a pastor or whatever it is. There's a reason why. And if it goes on to the idea of he had too much influence, if you people can't read between the lines, there's something wrong with yous. Honestly, there's something wrong with yous. And I feel like you're not making anything better for the movement that you're trying to create. You're not understanding the legalities of different things. You're not understanding anything. So, if he can go and say he's going to go sue all these people for slander and all these sorts of things, how about we talk about whether Marissa can go sue Britney Rose for spreading false information? Are we going to keep the same energy? Probably not. That's just how the internet works at this point. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, send a pigeon, keep the same energy. Stop listening to silly cult leaders that have no education or no understanding whatsoever of what they're talking about. They just go on their channel to be a Howard Stern 2021 in the way that he acts. Anyway, I had my petty pants on today, my angry pants on today, and I will make more Dad Challenge podcast videos, and in the future I think there might be a lot more education, and I will do my research. This was just a bit of a rant because I fucking felt like it. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, by the way, thank you so much to all my members. I really appreciate you guys, including Charlie Ann, who is a new member that I did not shout out in my last video because I didn't realize that you were there, sweetheart. I really apologize for that. So bye guys.